as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind.
Well, Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 24-yard line.
On the ready, 59. Mike's 59. Watch the out, watch the out.
On 1st and 10, Young. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Young working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Ready! 30 pace, let's go!
play fake here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
I got one. 55, let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. That's the pass. Charlie. 55. Ready, go.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
We got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right here? Let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Cantee's on. Watch the fly. What? Yep. Exit. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Right back to him on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 50. Plant. You got nothing. Kill. Shift. Switch. Lock it. Check, 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 check. Now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, watch the slant.
Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This one to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Ready, go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Young. It's caught. Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Young. And he's got his man on the out route. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Young now from the 50. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot, that they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Third and long for Young. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw, Young. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Young, operating from the gun. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right when that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
He's cracked. He's checking crack. Echo.
Now back to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Young will set to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Young. And this one complete to Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Young under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Devin White with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 45. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. Boom! And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
That's going to be caught. A good pickup there of 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 3 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down. So he rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Young back near the goal line. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Young now, throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Check. Fresno. Brad General. West. Jim. Check safety. Bravo. Max 50.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Check three.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Here we
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Going to give this time to the tailback. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this...